Hello everyone and welcome to VLSI for All new segment Gate 22 Toppers Talk. Every time Gate result came out, there's always a sense of excitation and anxiety exists among the student. Today we have Mr. Tanveer Mohalla with us, who scored All India rank 223 with scored 721 and with marks 54.67 in Electronics and Communication branch. He did his BTech in Electronics and Communication from IEM Kolkata in 2021 and now currently pursuing his MTech from IIT Bombay in solid state device. Congratulations, Mr. Tanvir,
Thank you. Thank
uh,
you.
and to scoring the dream rank, I should say. Can you tell us about the preparation?
Yeah, actually, I've started my preparation since 2019, and then I attempt first time on 2021, and that time my rank was very bad, and then 2022 I got a good rank. So I have just repeat once repeated.
Ideally, how much time should the students should invest to get this rank or the under 500 rank?
Okay. For if someone is repeating, I will say at least give something like I I mean, it's not about how much time you are giving. It is more important in what methods and how much concentration you are giving, putting on it. But what is necessary is at least giving, say, 7 to 8 hours is necessary. And uh, those who are something like in third year and fourth year, they are running batch. So for them, they have to pay more attention, because at the same time their courses are going on and they have to put more times on gate studies, because these two things are running parallel. And they are also they are going to the first time this gate examination process, and for repeaters it is like second time. So for third year student and fourth year student, it is a little bit more time they should give. They should more they should pay more attention, I think.
And the next question, very much right you said, and the next question is that how did you plan your studies? I mean related to how you plan your gate notes, short notes, and attempting the PYQ.
Yeah. So first thing is you have to attempt the PIQ. But when you will attempt the PIQ, you will see that these questions are little bit easy, because the questions which is coming from 2010 or 11, and they are very, now the questions are coming very hard levels, and that time the questions was not at that level. So but you have to go through that question, because then only you can get a setup that how much you should put effort like this. But lots of time happen that you go to the POQ questions and you feel that, oh, gate is a very the questions will be very easy, and you sit on the exam just and see that there is no matchup. So these things happen. But first of all, you have to go to the previous year questions. And then I would say for my case, I was more dependent on textbooks rather than on videos or notes. So I was actually in second time I was connected with a coaching center. So for they are also good videos I watch, but I was mainly focused on textbooks. So I put more time on for textbook. That was my main strategy. But I know lots of students also put focus on their video, enjoying videos. That also happens. But for me, I put more focus on textbooks.
Okay. The learning from the notebooks or the books requires a high amount of time. And how you manage your time and how the online during the COVID time, the online class will be
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So how much
yeah, yeah.
it benefits you?
Yeah, actually the COVID time actually benefited me, because the classes was online and barely anyone give attendance, and like this all know. And so I put all the effort in the gate preparation. I totally detached from everything, and I totally focus on the gate. In fact, I did not sit for placement in the BTech times. I remember that. So what I did is, my strategy was very clear, because in the more difficult part of gate is the syllabus is very huge. So you have to remember the previous thing you have studied, and at the same time you have to go through the preparation. So my strategy was something like that. For example, I started from circuit, and the reason is that the subject circuit is also also will be helpful for analog, also maybe little bit helpful for digital. So I started from circuit. Then I then I go to the analog, and then I go to the digital. Now when I am doing the digital, at the parallelly I have to revision, I have to give the revision on the circuit and analog part. And what I mean by revision, it's like that uh, test series is very much important. And when you buy the test series, you will see that there are multiple division like 25 marks, 50 marks, and 100 marks. So you have to go to the 25 marks, that slot. That is, I think, 25 marks, 30 marks, maybe something like 25 marks, I think, for medicine. So 25 marks test series slot, you have to go through that. And the part you are going to the revision, that is like, for example, now you are maybe doing the analog part, but you are going to the revision at the same time parallelly you are doing the revision the electrical part. Yeah, electrical part. So just go to the that test series, just sit for the test series and give it. It doesn't matter how much you are getting the marks, but it is very important to see that how much you are remembering, how much you remember the formulas, the technique. That it is all about reflection, because in the exam hall you have to do everything in just 3 hours. It's all about the reflection. To create the reflection, you have to repeatedly go through that. And second thing, for revision you can do that. What I was to do is, for example, now I am in analog and I have to parallelly I'm giving the division of electrical. So what I'll do, I took a blank page and I write every formulas. It is something like that I am teaching someone. I just write down that this is the Norton's formula, this is the Thevenin's formula, like this. So and I did not see the books, and after reading everything, I compare it with the books or something that I have read it, and see that how much I forgot, how much I have captured. So this way you can do the revision.
Okay, that's very elaborate and brief you explain, sir. Thank you for such a explanation. And then the next question is that there are total 10 subjects in electronics and communication. And can you tell us in briefly and how much time you give to each subject, including revision, solving the PYQ, and the test series? Because in the first previous question, you already explained that you write all the formulas in the one white blank paper. So can you
Mhm.
tell us about each subjects? There are total 10 subjects.
Yeah. First of all, the like communication is very big part, so I have to give more time and more revision for the communication part. There was, for me, there was not like the any pre-calculation like giving 15 days this subject or 20 days this subject. I was something like that, keep revisioning and keep revisioning. And I was like I was like watching that which subject I am forgetting more. So that subject I forgot more, I'll hit it more number of times. So for example, I used to forget the concept of communication, especially digital communication part. I was a little bit weak, so I used to go to the revision more and more number of times. Comparatively in solid state, that solid state device part, I was very much comfortable with that. So I gave less number of revision for that subject. So I think it depends on that person, because for someone maybe he is very good in control system but bad in solid state device, so he have to give more time on that subject. So my one thing I will say that if you have done a subject, do it properly and completely. And you have to, if you want to leave a subject, totally leave it. But once you have done the subject, do it totally and keep revisioning it until and unless it is you capture the whole thing. You have to do it. And it depends on the man, student to student, the person who is very much good at one subject, maybe weak in other subject. That's thing.
Okay. Thank you for the explanation. And next question is, what is your main goal? Like solving the question or the revising the concept?
I think you should do the. I think I have also done, and I will suggest to uh, do these things parallelly, because nowadays MSQ is a very big part. And if you see the MSQ question is all about concept. So for solving MSQ, no notebook, no good notes or other video, nothing will help you. Only thing that will help is reading some textbooks. You have to refer some good authentic textbook of foreign writer. That is most important, I think, because if you see the MSc question, the concept they are getting is from some renowned textbooks. So for a textbook is very important, and at the same time you have to keep practicing for numerical type question, MCQ, NAT type question. But for MSQ, going through the rigorously within the deep concept of the theory is very important, I would say that.
Okay. Sir, I mean you cover the full subject, right? For the GATE examination.
I left the subject COA, computer application, and I left the subject completely. Otherwise, other subject I did completely. Whatever I did completely. But I did not I did not do even a single line of the COA because I accepted that I will not do that. So that was my strategy.
Okay. Student go through the phase of pressure that he or she leave that subject, and there's an anxiety amongst them that the question from the that part will definitely come. How you overcome that fear?
First of all, you see that GATE exam is a very especially for EC is a very lengthy exam, right? So and for last 2 3 years, you have look, it is a low scoring match. Like so, if even if you are scoring 55, 56, is a very you will get a very good rank. So and at the same time, the 3 years you have to complete all the questions. So you will not get enough time to solve every question. So it's better if you're, for example, you have leave the X subject to leave it completely and focus other things, so that however they give tough question you can solve from other parts. So that much confidence you should have. And you have to give away 2 or 3 questions in the GATE exam. You will not be able to read it, you will not be, the question may be very lengthy, you will not to give it. So question selection is also a very tricky part in this exam, and this time this was very crucial because lots of people have attempted lots of questions, but at the end what happened, they get 0 marks for MSQ, sorry, MSQ, yeah, MSQ and something. In communication the questions were very lengthy and people tried to attempt it. People wasted too much time on that, and at the end what happened, they did not get any marks, and total score is low down. So so you have to first understand that there is no need of anxiety. In fact, even though I think even those who are toppers, they also leave they also have some weakness. It's not like that they do well in every part. So that's not the thing.
Okay. And in the last 3 4 months, how did you manage your time between revision and giving the test series?
uh, Actually, this was actually I was just repeating. So for me, there was nothing left to read, from beginning at the end. So for me it was like revision part. But I will say in last 3 4 months you have to switch more towards the giving test series, like 100 mark test series, or whatever 50 marks test series. And that test series, for example, you give that whole test series and you see that this 10 question you have did wrong. So first you have to analyze that why you have done wrong. There may be various reasons of doing that. You maybe forgot the formula, you did a mistake, silly mistake, and this silly mistake part is very crucial because when I analyze my 2021 paper, that screenshot is still with me. That 2021 is response sheet. I have seen that I have attempted questions, lots of questions, but what I did was I did too much silly mistakes. So this year 2022, the thing I have changed is I did very less amount of silly mistake, and that is the reason that my rank is improved too much. So I think reducing syllabus is a very important, and that is only possible through test series. In fact, the marks you are getting in the test series, that will never reflect, but the thing that will reflect is how much how much accuracy you are doing that. So test series is very important for modulating your modulating your accuracy part. So so last year 4 months, give more focus on test series, and but at the same time parallel you have to keep revisioning it. So last 3 4 months I think no need to do anything extra from beginning. Like no need, there is last at least last 2 months there is no need to go through any extra new concept, rather than keep revision on the old concept and doing the test series and see where you are doing wrong, where the mistake is happening. Is it silly mistake, or is it like conceptual mistake, or you have you have written the formula wrong way, maybe you have missed some factor two or half anything.
Okay.
So that's
I
all.
mean, the gate part is over, and now you are in at IIT Bombay. So the question
Yeah.
must be asked that why you choose IIT Bombay over PSU?
Okay, so for me it's a reason that I am more interested towards PhD rather than doing a job, maybe any kind of job. But in even I think it is actually very good question. I mean, lots of people confuse between PSU and IIT, any IITs. So I'll say, if you are getting IITs like IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, uh, Kharagpur and Kanpur, these four IITs you are getting, I think it's better to go with the IIT rather than PSU, because in VLSI, if you are getting VLSI in these 4 IITs, then I think it is better to give it, it is better to go through with the IITs, because the package you can get from IITs, that is enormously huge. And so that is, but for me the reason was I am more interested towards PhD. But other people also I have seen that they are interested in doing the job, but they leave the PSU for IIT. Because in IIT Bombay, or I have friends like who have did the gate rank in electrical, in EC in 14 rank, 7 rank, so they definitely can get PSU, but they are just because they know that they will get more beneficial from the IIT Bombay or something, IIT Delhi, anything.
And how is life at IIT Bombay? Like, I mean, you're also juggling between the hostel to lab and doing the coursework. So how you make yourself, how tough is the life at IIT Bombay?
Yeah, sometimes it's very hectic and sometimes it's little bit chill. So course work in, especially in IT Bombay, the electrical department, course work is hectic. We have to go through the assignment, and that time you have to submit the assignment on time, otherwise our marks will be cut, something like that. And it's the assignments are not like the BTech wala assignment. If you are from non-IIT, then you know that what would the assignment is, just copy and paste. But in IIT Bombay, it does, on any IIT, it does not happen. So life is hectic, but the thing is that after 2 years you will get something good, and that is the hope that we keep hard working. And once that's like now the course is ended, so now it's still, it is little bit chill, very easy. And at the same time, there is some TA duty that you have to go through. So that sometimes that is hectic. So sometimes it's very hectic, and sometimes this is very chill. So it's like balance little bit.
I mean, can you tell us about your BTech branch, like, or sorry, MTech branch you got for state device, how it is related to the
Yeah.
VLSI sector?
Okay. Basically, if you see that solid state device is more totally focused on the device and the fabrication part. But what happens in reality, I will say that in solid state device there are 4 core courses, and there are 7 elective courses. So most of my friends what are doing, most of the students from in solid state device, what they did, said they choose the 7 elective course from the analog IC or VLSI domain. So they made their profile in the IC design. So basically the E6, that is IC design, and E7, that is solid state device, there is no difference actually in course related, because because the people of E7, they did not make their profile in device domain, because the job opportunity is little bit more in VLSI domain. So VLSI domain is now removing the job opportunity. So they choose the courses like VLSI, analog IC, CMOS, analog. These are all the course they choose. So that's it. So yeah, I will suggest that if one get E7, so there's nothing to regret. You can join it, because at the end you will make your profile on the E6 domain, that is analog IC domain. Sorry, IC design domain.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for elaborating, sir. And sir, you already stated that you want to make a career in PhD sector, and in which domain you want to work on. And second question is, you want to do PhD in India or abroad? If you want to answer
Uh,
it.
yeah, actually, I am interested in the quantum technology domain, that quantum information, or a mini quantum devices, something like that. And I would like to go in abroad for PhD.
Sir, and then we are so sir, we are in the end of this toppers talk, and before wrapping up the interview, sir, could you give us some motivation tips to our viewers so that after watching this, they feel more motivated to work harder?
Um, I, I can say that you never win silver, you only win gold. I mean, if you have targeted something, you should achieve it. Until and unless you are achieving it, don't stop it. You will regret at the end. Even you can escape from that your target by saying that, oh, that is very hard, I cannot do that. Yeah, even I can settle down in the less, but at the subconscious mind, I think you will regret. So you never win silver. You just lose the goal. That is I want to say.
Thank you, sir, for such a motivation line and motivating our viewers. Thank you for doing that, sir.